Hey guys, it's the Aussie Gamer here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing how you can unlock the Bentley Turbo R. So, let's get into it. Now, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd highly recommend it so you're able to keep up to date with the latest Forza news and gameplay. To those people who have subbed, thank you, and if you haven't, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so we are in the Series 26 summer season at the end of August 2020 and the start of September. Now, to get this vehicle, we have to do a seasonal championship called the Sun Never Sets. This is with A-class saloons and is a street scene championship. So these, as I said, are saloons, but for this selected one, they are retro saloons. So you're going to need to get an older four-door vehicle for this that will suffice. Right, so what I'm going to do now is go to this location and showcase the rewards. Right, so here we are, and we are able to look at the rewards. Now, this first race is in the Edinburgh Newtown, and for first place against highly skilled, we are able to win the Bentley Turbo R. Second place against above average is 25,000 credits, and average driver tires 15,000 credits. Now, if we look at the event information, we were to see the length and the placements of these races. So the first one, as I said, is the Edinburgh Newtown. This is 5.2 kilometers. The second one is the North Coast Rush, which is 8.2 kilometers, and the third one is the Coastal Charge, which is 6 kilometers. So we're able to see that this championship is not too long, it's only 19.4 kilometers, so if you get a right-tuned retro saloon, you'll go really quick. Alright, now to showcase the race locations.
Championship at Horizon in summer. What more could you want?
Right, so you were able to see that they were in kind of a far proximity from each other. Two are near Edinburgh and one is down south, but that doesn't matter. So what I'm probably going to be using is this Sierra Cosworth RS500. It's got an A-class tune on it and it is pretty quick. So if you're looking for a car to do this championship with, use this. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is end off the recording. I'll complete the championship and get back to you once I've unlocked this Bentley Turbo R. Okay, so we have unlocked the Bentley Turbo R. Let's have a look at it in Forza Vista. Right, so here it is, an absolutely massive land yacht. And yeah, this thing has an absolutely massive engine as well. A 6.75 litre turbo V8. Yeah, it sounds pretty impressive, but it's not actually that quick. Now, if you are wondering what the R stands for in Bentley Turbo R, it actually stands for road handling. Which is kind of funny because this thing is such a big boat, I'm surprised it wouldn't even handle well even in this spec. So if I recall, it does have upgraded dampers. I'm not sure how well it will perform in this game, but we'll have to see. Now you'll be able to see it's got an absolutely massive amount of boot space because it's a big Bentley, and also back seat space is huge, the engine bay itself is huge, and we can get into the driver's seat. You can see all the lovely wood grain in here. I'm pretty sure it's actually real, which means it's heavy. And yeah, overall, this thing is just decked out. Oh my god. I think there's sound deadening under the hood there. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool to see. You don't usually see that in cars, but this is a luxury vehicle. You obviously want some sound deadening to make it quieter, and that's probably how they did it. Right, so what I'm going to do is start this thing up. Okay, so that is kind of sad. It sounds like a recycled audio file. Sounds like a detuned Bentley Continental GT, which this is nothing like this engine. So yeah, Forza's been slack on this one. Like, it kind of saddens me that they've put so much detail into this car, and then they've put that audio file in here. Kind of disappointing, but hopefully Forza one day will learn from their mistakes and actually put real audio files in. So what I'm going to do now is close this thing up, and we'll take this yacht for a spin. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure how this thing's going to perform because it does have a massive engine and a massive turbo, but she weighs a lot, so we'll have to see. Righty, so I'm going to floor it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, even the AIs are humiliating me in this thing, and I think I can actually feel turbo lag. Now, if I get into first gear and try and rev this thing up, you can actually feel the boost coming on, which is quite funny because you don't usually feel it in this game as much, but because it's such a massive turbo and it's so old, it's laggy. So what I'm going to do now is actually try something silly, do a burnout, see if it can do it because, yeah, it does have a massive engine and hopefully it can spin those tires. Come on, big girl. Come on, do it. Yes. Yeah, it's not made for this, but if you really want to whip it around, you can. No, I'm actually getting this thing drifting. That's a bit silly. Now, this vehicle is basically meant for comfort, so what I'm doing right now is not what this thing is built for. What you're supposed to be doing is wafting along in very quiet comfort like I'm doing right now, but it's Forza. You probably don't do that usually, so you usually build up a car to be very powerful and do dumb things. So if you haven't unlocked this vehicle in the time it was showcased, there are other ways you can get it. First off, go check in the auction house because it may be there for quite a high amount of money first off and be quite rare, so just keep checking. You may have to do some auction house sniping, but if it works, try it. Now you can also get it in the Forza shop in the future, probably in the coming months because vehicles usually do that. Also check in the festival playlist because it probably will be there as well. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe and peace.